Good day, everyone. Today we are going to talk about something very important in English education, the macro skills. As future English teachers, understanding these skills is essential because they shape how we design our lessons. So, first, let's talk about the objectives. Before we begin, let's look at our objectives. By the end of this presentation, we should be able to define macro skills, identify the four major skills, discuss how to teach them, and understand why they are important in the classroom. So first, what are macro skills? Macro skills are the four major communication skills in language learning. The first one is listening, second is speaking, third is reading, and fourth is writing. These are the core skills that every language learner must develop. Now, notice this. These skills are not separate, they are interconnected. In real life, when we communicate, we usually use more than one skill at the same time. Let's start with listening. Listening is actually the foundation of communication. Before student can respond or speak, they must first understand what they hear. Next is speaking. Speaking allows learners to express their ideas, opinions, and feelings. It builds confidence and fluency, especially when students are given opportunities to participate. Next is reading. Reading develops comprehension and vocabulary. Through reading, students are exposed to new ideas, sentence structures, and information. And finally, writing. Writing requires organization of ideas, correct grammar, and clarity. It is considered one of the most challenging skills because it combines thinking and language accuracy. So, how do we teach listening effectively? First, we provide clear audio input. Then we guide students with comprehension questions. Listening is not just hearing, it is understanding. For example, we can use dictation, short videos, or recorded conversations. These activities allow students to practice real-life listening situations. Next is teaching. In teaching speaking, we must create a safe classroom environment. Students will not speak if they are afraid of making mistakes. For example, speaking activities, role-playing, debates, and oral presentations are effective strategies. These activities encourage students to use English actively. So, when we teach reading, we follow these three strategies: pre-reading, while reading, and post-reading. This structure helps students understand text more effectively. We also teach reading strategies like skimming for general ideas, scanning for specific information, predicting content, and summarizing. Writing should follow a process. Students brainstorm, draft, revise, edit, and then finalize their work. Writing is developed step by step. So here are the common writing activities like journals, essays, story writing, research writing, and making letters. These tasks strengthen critical thinking. In actual classroom situations, we do not teach skills separately. For example, students may read a text, discuss it, and then write about it. That is skill integration. Technology integration. So technology also plays an important role, like podcasts, online discussions, and interactive presentations that makes learning more engaging. So as future teachers, we must assess all our four skills: listening tests, oral presentations, reading quizzes, and written outputs ensure balanced evaluation. However, there are challenges like limited time, large class sizes, and different proficiency levels. So, here are the solutions. To address these challenges, we can use differentiated instruction, technology integration, and interactive strategies. So why it is important for teachers? For us as future English teachers, mastering macro skills help us design effective and balanced lessons. While why is it important for the students? For students, these skills develop confidence, communication ability, and academic readiness. So to summarize or to sum it up, macro skills include listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and all four are essential in language learning. So that ends my discussion. Thank you.